let's move on. How will artificial intelligence change the future? I think that's where we stopped last week at number 9. Let's pick up from there. How would AI change the future?
Well, that's a huge question, and there are a variety of ways we should begin to look at how AI is going to change the future. I'll give you a few examples because this is a field that impacts on every other field. It impacts on how we live, it impacts on how we love, it impacts on how we learn. It even impacts on how we work, right?
Very true.
Think about it, like several years ago, if you look at the history of humans, our existence has always been that we love other humans, right? So, well, some have developed relationship with like their pets and all of that. But the amazing thing today is that with artificial intelligence, people can even fall in love with machines, with computers, and build a sustainable
CES
relationship.
2020, I saw this cat, there's this robot, one of the highlights of CES 2020. And I mean, we had some people that they bought it to keep home. Look, I love this cat.
I love this cat. I mean, it's actually been said by virtue of research that most artificial intelligence chatbots or virtual assistants actually get more sort of like suitors. They get men, they get women talking to them about love than every other thing. So it changes the way we love, it changes the way we learn, it changes the conversations around healthcare. I'll give you an example around how in the United States and everywhere else around the world, most times when two laboratory attendants or oncologists who are taking a look at a cancer patient, taking a look at the case, 60% of the time they will never have agreeing results. They always have varying results, 60% of the time. So accuracy is very important in the diagnosis of cancer, for example. Now, did you know that before using or applying new methods like deep learning, which is a part of artificial intelligence, these oncologists actually conducted, or they made patients to go through, very invasive biopsies. They actually had to, take tissues from, these, cancer-affected parts to be able to find out, only to find out that these cancers were benign, not malignant. And because of computer vision, which is part of artificial intelligence, doctors are now able to reduce the amount of benign surgeries by 50%. That is huge. That is like people who just don't even need to get a surgery, they've been getting surgeries. Yeah. And so now with the accuracy of artificial intelligence, we can impact healthcare like never before. We can understand the precedence, we can understand the prevalence of types of cancers, that are going on. That's healthcare. Look at justice. Now, in India, for example, there's a particular time, just a few years ago, where the suicide rate was increasing. Farmers were essentially killing themselves because they had borrowed loans, and after taking loans, they realized that their yields are not as much to be able to pay back the loans. Now, they simply just drink up any of the chemicals that they've used their loans to buy because they can pay back. Now, with artificial intelligence and data, we were able to create new actuarial models that enables these smallholder farmers to be able to predict their yield better using drone technology that can analyze in real time how these yields are supposed to be, so that the lenders will be able to understand what they should expect and be able to provide better kind of offerings. So there are a variety of ways. Think about driverless cars, reducing traffic. Imagine how much time we could spend doing more valuable things if our vehicles can communicate with each other. So before we leave home, we won't all have to face Third Mainland Bridge because all the vehicles can go in different directions, understanding the best routes to get to work. Think about all of these things. Education. There are 13 million out-of-school children in Nigeria. Conversations are around whether the government has good policies in place, budget and all of that. But other questions are, we don't even have enough teachers for schools, right? So if you think about the future of education, you will realize that it's about individual learning pathways and being able to provide education that is available for all through artificial intelligence. So
understand that there's no way to just package everyone together individually. There are specific things to you that you learn that I might not, people when we bundle people
Mike,
together.
look, there are 1 billion people living with one disability or the other in the world. It means 1 out of 7 of us have a learning disability. What it means is that all of those guys you packed in class that you thought they were dumb, they were not just able to learn the way our teachers were teaching. So today in the world, you need to be able to create individual learning pathways for every student, and that's expensive to do. You know, so in advanced countries and in countries where they're already embracing AI, they're able to use software to be able to create different learning tools, different assignments, different homeworks, different classwork for each student. Now imagine if we were driving to work and every single thing around us helped us to learn. You know, the billboards could tell us anything we wanted to learn. You know, at CES they also made some of these demos where, you know, I think it was Delta Airline made this demo where you could actually walk into an airport and with your own like virtual reality glass or your special barcode, you can see your own individual pathway looking at the same screen. Everybody can see different pathways. It's huge. So AI is not an isolated field. It's interwoven with robotics, with virtual reality, with augmented reality, and highly dependent on very solid internet
Now,
infrastructure.
this goes to my next question. How can we take advantage of all of this? We know that in Africa, it hasn't been come to us as much as it is in other places. But how do we set ourselves up so that when it does happen, we take advantage of it?
So first, we should say it is happening. So it's not even when it does happen. It's important for us to realize that it starts with education. It starts with people, stakeholders, individuals, government, educators, business people actually knowing about the possibilities, knowing about what is available. You know, I know a few tech enthusiasts who will always be at CES. They're Nigerians, but they've traveled, they fly around the world to just see. Some will read about it, some will watch the videos. So it starts first with just educating ourselves about what is possible. Now, I'll give you an example in entertainment that fascinates me a lot. If you watch Gemini Man, for example, you would see that bringing back a 20-year-old younger version of Will Smith is an application of a technology called generative adversarial networks, which is an application area in AI, GANs, right? The ability of AI to be able to recreate images and videos. So think about it. You're indisposed, or for some reason you want to be in your vacation home, but yet you need to present this show. And there is a version of you simulating, so we just put 100 feeds of your videos, 100 feeds of all your past videos on Wake Up Nigeria. We put it through an algorithm and it reproduces a video of you scripted with your script for this program today, asking intelligent questions in real time. You know, and I'm the only one who has to be here. You know, think about how that is possible. Think about all of the stars we've lost in Nigeria in the movie industry, or maybe we want to sustain or keep. You understand what I'm saying? And this seriously affects the future of entertainment. Because
my director, my producer, Alima, Olamide, my director, all of them, they are there looking at. So they can also replace all of you then. I know
it's huge, and it's many people think about it and say, so what are we going to be doing? The truth is, we're going to, as long as humans exist, there are going to be new problems. And if there are new problems, it means we're going to be doing entirely new things. So the key thing is, the jobs of today will no longer exist, but there will be new jobs for the future because humans must work.
Wonderful. Olushola Musan is somebody you should really keep tabs with. Please, social media, how do people keep tabs with you?
By all means, I'm Olushola Amusan on Instagram and on Facebook. Olushola, my Olushola has no H, so it's Olusola Amusan. Yeah, so follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook, and I just released a free AI course that I feel people should just get to know. It starts with first just getting started. You know, they can check that out on www.amusan.ai/learn AI. It helps you to be able to explain artificial intelligence.
Immediately after the show, I'll go check it out. Please go check it out. Follow him on social media, man, so that when something that you can ask him questions on all of that. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure.
For staying so long with us. We're going back to the US tomorrow or this night, right? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, that's it. I hope you don't get too scared. Well, just follow him on social media and ask the questions. You won't be so scared, right? We'll take a break now, and when we get back, we have a final guest. Don't go away.